What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyrwargames, and I'm bringing to you guys an update to Millenniummon. So, one moment. With the release of BT2.5, we had the final pieces to Millenniummon that we unfortunately realistically should have gotten in BT 2.0, but they wanted to put it in 2.5. I believe the special Digimon took the slot of the card that we should have gotten. So I updated Millenniummon. Yeah, I still need to playtest it a bit more, but as I playtest this deck, you'll be seeing in future updates. But this is my initial build. We're utilizing new support with the ratios I feel like could work. But again, as I improve on this a bit more, playtest a bit more, you'll be seeing more art profiles, because I really like the Millenniummon deck. I think it's a really cool deck. So before I get into the profile, if you enjoy this, give us a like and subscribe down below, and ding that notification bell, because obviously you enjoy posting content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and hitting that notification bell and subscription helps prevent that, and it's greatly appreciated. We thank you guys so much for all the support that you've been giving us. So with all that done, let's get into the profile. So I'm going to be going through the basic cards, and I'll be talking about the new cards at the end, what they do for the deck, you know, and essentially why we're playing them. So we're going to go with the 4 copies of the BT19 Pagumon. It says on delete, if it's deleted by outside of battle, you get to return a level 3 purple from your trash to your hand. You know, it gets your rookies back. We're not playing too many rookies. I believe we're only playing 8 rookies in the deck. So having this Pagumon as a recycle is really beneficial. So the only rookies we're playing is the actual Millenniummon rookies. So 4 copies of BT19 Gazimon and 4 copies of BT18 Gizamon and Gazimon. So Giza is trash composite or Millennium card in hand. Composite or wiki card to draw 2 cards. Inherent is blocker. And Gazi is your on-play searcher. Look at top 3. Add a Millenniummon card name to hand, and 1 card with a composite or wiki god trait. And the inherent is Vital. For the level 4s, playing 2 copies of BT18 Delta. This has Raiden, on-play Wind Digivolving, trashing card in hand. You can return a composite or wicked god card from trash to hand. 2 copies of BT19 Deltamon, which is on play when drawing and on delete, trash a card in hand to delete a level 4 lower. You're probably thinking, why so low? Don't worry, you'll be seeing why. These are also low ratios later on. 4 copies of the BT18 Chimeramon. When Digimon and when attacking, by deleting one of your other Digimon, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with lowest DP. On delete, one of Machine in Play and Chimera and Trash may do a DNA into Millenniummon to get that release effect on top. Come on. And we're playing 2 copies of the BT19 Chimeramon, which is on play when Digivolving. By deleting one of your other Digimon, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. That's level 3, 4, and 5. On delete, by deleting one of your level 4 purple or red Digimon, you may play a machine from your trash, Machine Digimon, without paying the cost. Both these have inherent security attack +1, and this Chimeramon can Digicross using level 4 composite traded Digimon with different card numbers. 2 copies of the BT19 Machine Digimon. On play when Digimon, delete a level 5 or lower Digimon. And on delete, you may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with a cyborg or composite trait from your trash without paying the cost. It has a trait always being treated as a composite. It can Digicross with level 5 or lower cyborg or composite trait Digimon, different card numbers. And the inherent is a redirection into any of your composite or wicked trait god Digimon. Next, we're playing 4 copies of the BT18 Machine Digimon. Same rule as having composite trait. Same inherent as the other one. Redirection to wicked god composite trait Digimon. But when this Digimon would be played, by deleting one of your other composite Digimon, reduce the cost by 4. So the players that you use this, delete this, reducing it by 4, so it comes in for 7. gets its on play and with digivolving of digivolve one or all of your opponent's Digimon, then you trigger this to do the DNA. This has the same on delete, but your Cameramon has to be on your field and Machinedramon has to be in trash. Moving on to the Millennies, the main focal point of deck, 4 copies of the BT18 Millenniummon. This card is absolutely phenomenal. So DNA Digivolve with Cameramon and Machinedramon for 0, on play and when Digivolve, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if you DNA by retain one of each Digimon card from opponent's trash, the different levels to the top of your opponent's deck, you gain 1 memory from each card returned. And on delete, you shuffle 2 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck, 1 being a Machinedramon and 1 being a Cameramon, and you get to on-play this card. It has a Digi-Cost of -2, a Cameramon Machine, so you can pay 10 to play this for your hand, but you're not going to get the DNA. 2 copies of Moon Millenniummon can evolve for 2 on a Millenniummon. On play when digivolving, your opponent trashes cards into hand until they have 5 left. For every 2 they trash, you kill a Tamer. All turns, when this Digimon will leave the battle area by deleting one of your composite trait Digimon, it doesn't leave. And all turns once per turn, if another Digimon or Tamer is deleted, you trash your opponent's top security card. And then 2 copies of the big boss monster, Zed Millenniummon. You can evolve on a Moon Millenniummon for 2, has overclock composite trait. So what that means is that, because I know a few people struggle or don't know exactly how this works, the wording on overclock. So the wording on overclock is that you can kill any Tamer, any token, doesn't care what trait the token is. You can just delete any token to trigger overclock. If you're deleting an actual Digimon card, though, you have to meet the trait requirements. So in terms of Zed Millenniummon, I had to delete a composite traded Digimon or any token to trigger the overclock. So, but on play when digivolving and when attacking, by rotating one of my opponent's Digimon from the trash to the top of the deck, I can turn one of the Digimon in the field to the bottom of the deck. So great removal and, you know, just making sure that they don't draw good cards. And all turns, if this Digimon has no evolution cards, it can't suspend and isn't affected by your opponent's effects. The other thing, you don't have to suspend to attack with overclock. For Tamers, we're playing 4 copies of Analog Youth from EX1, it's just generic consistency and trashes cards. And if your level 5 or higher resources is deleted, you can tap it to gain a memory and hatch an egg. For options, for playing 3 copies of the Garnet Mem Boost, you can use this card to require color requirements if you have a black source in play. On play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add a red or black Digimon to hand, and goes to battle area, delay game 2. For other options, we're playing 2 copies of the Wicked God Descend. Pay 4 to reduce the play cost of a composite trait Digimon from your trash by 4 and play it for the rest of the cost. So essentially, you're not paying for this essentially, but you're paying for the whole composite Digimon. But all turns, when your Millenniummon name would leave the battle area delay, you can play a Wicked God that's 1 play cost higher from your trash than that Digimon or your hand without paying cost. So essentially, if normal Millenniummon would be removed, pop this, play Moon. If Moon, pop this, play Zed. The last option in the deck is 1 copy of Purple Scramble. Evolve into purple for 3 less, and then delay if you have nothing on your field and you're playing as a Digimon. Trash this, top deck of purple and play back of purple. So that's like the main cards. This is what we've always been playing with. For the new cards, essentially, we have, or the new engine, as I like to call it, we're playing 3 copies of Nene and Mono. We had Nene before, but what we didn't have before is the new Milleniummon Nene version from BT19 and 4 copies of Shademon from BT19. So what these cards do, Shademon is our other searcher in the deck. So you can on play reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with a Twilight or composite trait to your hand, trash the rest. On delete, you may play a Nene from your trash without paying the cost, then save. Rule, this card is always treated as a composite, but you can digicross -2 with a Nene or Mono. So what you do, you have this in your hand, digicross with this for free memory. So it's essentially acting as a rookie, which is why we don't have more rookies in the deck. Get your search, trash the rest. Cool, this would be deleted. You may play a Nene. So on delete, so you just play the Nene from the sources that you had, and then you put the shade one underneath. Nice and easy combo that I really like the synergy between these two. But I'm taking in one copy of the Nene version because it's funny of the idea of this evolving into this, because all the machines can evolve on composite trait Digimon, and she is a composite trait. So she can digivolve on a Milleniummon for cost of 2, or a Nene, a mono with a Shade 1 underneath for cost of 3. So when you have the on delete from Shade, you play back the Nene. Shade goes underneath. Your next turn, you evolve on top of your Nene for 3 memory. So you jump straight to a level 5, which is absolutely great. So on play and when digivolving, choose one other Digimon by playing one level 4 alone Digimon card from that Digimon's evolution sources. Without paying the cost, delete that chosen Digimon. So if you're playing out a big stack on the field, you use this, spit out one of their sources, delete the rest of the stack. So you essentially digivolve them. On delete though, you may play one card with a play cost of 5 or less from your Tamers without paying the cost. So on delete, you play out the Shader one. You can do the Shades Digicross if you want to. Shade gets a search. And then, you know, your consistency keeps on going. You can digicross for -1 with a Nene and a Shade / Mini. So you can on players for 4 memory by, you know, digicrossing with these two if you wanted to. But ideally, the play is that you're going to be on playing this, tucking this underneath, hoping this dies, and then you get a free Tamer, and then you just evolve into this later on, and you can go into your machine. Remove something on the field with the Mini. Evolve into your machine for 3 memory. Machine deletes something, you know, off you go to the races. Yes, that's the profile, guys. That's the brand new cards and support from Millenniummon. Again, I will be play testing this deck as I go, and then as the deck improves and ratios get finalized, 100%, you'll be seeing more updates of this on the channel. So again, hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, as always, stay safe, and of course, happy dueling.